Hello again, and welcome to another Adam's Corner video. I do a podcast, Adam's Corner, on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, all those places, and I do a monthly rundown of Blu-ray and DVD and 4K releases. My Blu-ray and 4K releases, not really DVD anymore, but nevertheless, these videos are a supplement to the podcast where you can see what I'm talking about. So without further ado, let's just get to a few things. Haven't had a lot of new releases here in the last couple of weeks. Just not a lot to really talk about, but there are a few things worth mentioning. So let's get to it. One would be Conclave, the Oscar nominee. We can say that it's an Oscar nominee now, since the Oscar nominations were announced today as I'm taping this. So without further ado, we can say that. So, Conclave. Actually, this is a film that I found to be a little bit sluggishly paced. I was having a lot of hard time really getting into it, to be quite honest. But I know it's a critical favorite, and I will say that this transfer, the 4K transfer, is quite spectacular. You get the digital code here, of course, and you get the Blu-ray along with it. So this is a universal release, focus features. Like I said, well acted, but just a little sluggish for me. Not any extras on this release. Just there's nothing here in the way of bonus material, but that's not a surprise because that's the way things are going for a lot of the major studios these days. There's just not a budget for that sort of thing anymore. So anyway, I just wanted to mention that. Another one is Nora Prentice. This is Ann Sheridan. This is a Warner Archive release. They always do great work over at the great folks at Warner Archive always do such great work. This is about a respected doctor played by Kent Smith who basically throws away his entire life for a woman that just the Nora Prentice of the film's title, who just completely upends his life. And it's not really her fault, but he just chucks it all away for this person who just really captures his fancy. This is, like I said, Ann Sheridan, Kent Smith, Robert Alda, the father of Alan Alda, of course. And this is directed by Vincent Sherman. You get a classic Warner Brothers cartoon, The Big Snooze, the classic Warner Brothers short, So You Think You're a Nervous Wreck, and the original theatrical trailer. Wonderful transfers, of course, as always, with the Warner Archive stuff. Now, getting into some Criterion, we have Drugstore Cowboy, which is forthcoming. It hasn't been released yet, but it's forthcoming. And what do you get on this? Well, you get the booklet here. We can take a look at that. Yes, let's see. And this is approved by the director, Gus Van Sant, of course, director approved. Drugstore Cowboy making its 4K debut for the first time ever. Nice little booklet that you get here as well. And you get your bonus features, of course, on the Blu-ray. Drugstore Cowboy, a Criterion release that's forthcoming here in the next couple of weeks. You get a Making of Drugstore Cowboy documentary featuring interviews with Van Sant and members of the cast and crew, deleted scenes, new interviews with Kelly Lynch, essay by John Raymond, as I mentioned. So there you are, Drugstore Cowboy from 1989, getting the Criterion 4K Ultra HD treatment. Another 4K Ultra HD release would be David Fincher's landmark 1995 film, Se7en, which is a film that really made a huge impression on me, as it did a lot of other people. I was a projectionist when this film came out, and people were complaining because of the dark ending of the film. I remember when I saw it, I was completely shocked. I just did not think that it would actually have the temerity to go where it eventually went, but they did, and God bless him for it, as they say. Anyway, of course, it's about a serial killer who's taking care of people who are, he believes, are committing the 7 deadly sins. Gwyneth Paltrow, of course, Brad Pitt. Like I said, this was the film that really put David Fincher on the map after an aborted attempt at directing with Alien 3. This is a terrific transfer, of course, as you would expect, and handsome packaging here from Warner Brothers. This was originally, of course, a New Line Cinema release. And you can see here the inside packaging there, and just really, really nice. Nice. I'm trying to get this in the camera. There we go, folks. Yeah. So David Fincher's Se7en. I'll get that out. I've got the Gus Van Sant on my mind. Has been issued in 4K for the first time ever. There are a few digital tweaks here and there, so you may want to, if you're a purist, you may want to hold on to your original copy of the film. There's a few things that have been fixed digitally by David Fincher, and it's his film, so I guess he has the right to do that. So anyway, just wanted to mention Se7en has been finally issued. There are some extras here. We'll go through those real quick. 4 commentaries. Featuring the director and the main and most of the actors, additional extended scenes, alternate endings. But really, really terrific transfer of Se7en. And last but not least, we shall talk about a few Arrow Video titles that have come my way. Now, with Arrow Video, I don't actually get the consumer versions, shall we speak. I get test pressings, I guess is what you would call them. And, I still get to vouch for the quality of the films, but I just don't get the complete packaging, and so I can't really show you what the actual packaging looks like on these. But nevertheless, I will tell you about these releases. You have The Cell being released in 4K Ultra HD. That's one of the new releases. This, of course, starring Jennifer Lopez as a psychiatrist or psychologist, I can't remember which, who leaps into the mind of a serial killer. And this was originally a New Line Cinema release too, I believe, and has been licensed for Arrow Video with a lot of extras, a lot of new features there, commentaries and featurettes and all kinds of goodies. So The Cell in Ultra HD from Arrow Video. There we go. And we also have Inglorious Basterds, which is the Quentin Tarantino film from 2009. Oh, there you go. This is his rewriting of World War II history, and basically giving it a happy ending wherein, spoiler alert, Hitler is assassinated. Anyway, Inglorious Basterds it's probably not my favorite film in the canon of Quentin Tarantino. It has some great scenes, but I always felt like it was some great scenes searching for a movie, and just wasn't. It's not a bad film by any stretch of the imagination, but just Anyway, Inglorious Basterds had a problematic 4K Ultra HD release a couple of years back from last year, actually, from Universal, and that has been corrected, I'm told. I haven't watched it all the way through, but from what I could see, it looked pretty good. It's an upscale from their original. It's a 2K upscale. Those of you who have technical knowledge will know what I'm talking about. And so you get there's a Blu-ray that also available, a Blu-ray version, and there's the bonus material, of which there's quite a bit. But it's nice to see there's a whole bunch of Quentin Tarantino's getting a 4K Ultra HD release this month. You're getting Kill Bill Volumes 1 and 2 and Jackie Brown as well. I didn't get review copies of those. Those are Lionsgate titles, and they don't send me anything, ladies and gentlemen. So I can't really talk about those. But anyway, nevertheless, that pretty much brings you up to date with what I've received here in the last 2 weeks, I would say. It's been it's winter time, and January is not a time of robust release schedules. That usually happens towards the end of the year. So but there are a few good few gems there, I would say. So having said that, just wanted to update everybody with what's out there in terms of new physical media releases. And until the next time, keep those discs spinning.